Today we're talking Ford Ranger. In this case, the Ford PX Ranger 3.2 litre. So if you or someone that you know has a Ford Ranger and they have shift issues, then we're going to talk about that in this episode. I'm joined today with Trevor. We're from Wholesale Automatics, and we're going to take this one for a drive. We've got a customer that's bought this car in for a service, and he's got a bit of a problem. Now this problem is
1-2 shift harsh,
Yep.
and 3-2 shift is harsh.
all right. Now, obviously we're going to cover a few things. Now, obviously when we're talking valve bodies, we're talking solenoids, you get all sorts of problems that actually come out and they actually show all sorts of issues. But we're hunting down one in very, very particular. So we thought we'd actually do a video, an episode to show you that you can fix some of them, all right? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes they're valve bodies and sometimes it's a whole rebuild.
Yep.
But Trev's already taken this one for a run. He's asked me to come down. We're going to do an episode. We're going to take it for a run. We're going to get it up in the air. We're going to take the valve body off. We're going to take the solenoids off. We're going to test them all. So we'll show you that as well as we're doing that. Hopefully we find a problem. And if we do, well, you'll actually see this episode. Because if we can't find the problem, well, it won't come to light. So let's get started. We'll actually jump in the car. We'll take it for a run first. We'll get it up in the air. And then we'll hand over to Blake, which is the next person will actually join in. Who's our actually technician that will be doing the work today. So, all right, let's get started.
Let's go.
You've already driven this,
Yep.
and you felt that it was fairly noticeable.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pick it. Off the first gear. Oh. Oh.
Told you.
That's really obvious. That's so harsh. What about the rest of the gears?
I'll wait till you slow down. Yeah.
Oh, the third gear was all right. That 1-2, I've got to stop you again. Off we go again. That is so violent. I'm wondering whether you guys can actually see that in the shift, but it is just so harsh. Oh,
That's
wow.
That's the downshift.
And that's a downshift from what gear?
Third to second.
So third to second.
Yep.
That is so violent. It's like something's binding up for a second and then suddenly releasing. Keep going up through the rest of the gears. The rest of the gears seem really smooth, like they're absolutely spot on. A lot of wind noise coming from his roof rack or something.
My tyres.
You don't have to take this one so far. So you've already done a thorough road test.
Yes, yeah.
We're just coming out. Wow, that is so. It's like the rear axle's actually hopping almost.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that a transmission could be so violent on shift. But obviously you see a lot of other problems, not just that one.
Yeah, that's
But
two particular solenoids playing up in this one, I believe.
you believe? All
Yeah,
right, well, we'll
yeah.
check it out. How about we take it back, we get it up in the air, and hopefully we can actually find the problem and actually show it on the bench, because you're going to get Blake to actually test it.
Yep.
And they are obvious when you actually put them through the tester.
Yeah. For something this bad, should be quite obvious.
It will be quite obvious. All right, how about we get it in, we get it up, get young Blake to take it apart.
Yep.
And let us know what he finds.
Alrighty, I'll be taking over for the rest of this video. We've got this PX1 Ranger here, and we'll start by taking off the drain plug, sucking some fluid out, and then we'll take off the pan and get to the filter and valve body. So we got the drain or the fill plug in a really convenient spot right next to the hot exhaust. So I like to use a nice long flex head ratchet. Get it like that. Actually, that oil is in quite a dire strait at the moment. 8mm head bolts on them. There's about 30 of them. The filter as well has come down with it, which is good. Alright, we've got one left. I like to get some rags to use with my left hand. Obviously it's easier that we're on a hoist. If you're on the ground, I feel sorry for you. Hold it up. Get that last bolt out. And there we go. That's our valve body coming out. All right. Let's go. Now that we've got our valve body out of the vehicle, we'll try and get most of that oil off and out of that valve body. That way it doesn't go over the bench. 2 here. And then you've got 2 here. And then here, it's very crucial we don't mix up these solenoids because of German engineering. No solenoid strategy is the same. They decided to have different strategies for every single gearbox. Thanks, Germany. We've got a brown 4, a black 3, a brown 4, a black 3, black 4, we've got our on-off solenoid, and then we've got another brown 3. All right, we're going to get Trevor in to explain the solenoid testing while I do it now.
Howdy. Rightio, Blake, show them what we do. So basically these are your 7 solenoids for your Rangers, 6R80, and we have a manifold here, and a power supply, and a vacuum pump. All right, so we energise it to simulate what happens in the car, and we watch how the vacuum gauge reacts. All right, now we're expecting 2 of these solenoids or one of them to be pretty bad. Yep, so see how it's slow to react and come up quickly? All right.
Well, that one's completely stuck. I'm adding power to that, taking it off.
That's the issue, and that is SS shift solenoid.
That's C.
C, and that's what we're expecting.
1-2 issue.
Yep. All right, hang on. Can you put it back on there? Yep, it's on. Turn it on. Is
Yeah.
it stuck?
Yes.
Smack it on the bench a couple of times. As we're smacking it on the bench. There we go. Rightio. That's a good one. That's how they should react.
Nah, it's slow to react on the downfall. It's not too bad.
Nah, it's not so good.
That one's really good.
That's a good one. Yep. Right.
All good.
That is it. So we're all good. So we've just got our one dud solenoid, which was there. And that was what we were expecting.
Here's that solenoid that we've got the issue with. We were expecting that simply because it's got a 1-2 bang. And this is the shift solenoid that engage or turns on as it shifts from first to second. So, yeah.
Which is why Roddy and I were feeling almost like a bind up on the shift because that solenoid is lazy to react. So we're not reacting at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we've got a brand new solenoid here. We only use genuine solenoids from Ford. So that's it there. As you can see, the actual plastic is more of a white see-through tinge to it. And these solenoids, the one that's failed especially, it's gone yellow, and that's just simply because of heat and age. This car does have, I think, around 230,000 Ks, which is becoming to its end of a Ranger, really. The customer's obviously doing the work because he's just trying to make the car last. And not only do they have solenoid issues, they also still have lead frame issues. Like I said before, this has a bunch of sensors and whatnot on it. These are prone to fail too. Like you can have transmission range failures like DTCs, you can have high circuit DTCs, you can have turbine shafts DTCs. It's all because of this lead frame, and that is simply just because of its age and the heat that's going through it. And if you're doing all this work, to replace the valve body, and you're doing a couple solenoids, generally if we do a couple solenoids, like 3 or 4, we'll generally recommend to the customer to do a lead frame because they're just prone to fail and they can cause all sorts of dramas. They can put cars in limp home mode and you can't drive essentially, just for one sensor not working. So we'll put the 7 solenoids back on, with the one new one as well, and then we'll install it back into the car. Now we've got the valve body back, ready to go in. Go nice and snug. And that's it.
All right, let's try this again. Do all this. All right. What's your confidence level at?
100.
100%?
Yeah, I'll call it.
All right. So there we go. And off we go. And you've done enough of these now that you're absolutely confident you've got it nailed. Well, the test spoke for itself, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a Ranger.
And
They're as popular as snow gear at Aldi, as they say. Everyone's got one.
All right, here we go. Oh, that was better already. No big thump. The shifts are nice. That's perfect. All right, quick turn. I'll try this again. Make sure, first, second, smooth as.
That's the way it should be.
So it worked perfectly. So it goes to show you, not all thumps and bangs inside of a Ford Ranger means that it's detrimental. Not all of them need a rebuild. So a lot of them can be fixed. A lot of them are just valve body faults. We get a lot of that. And some of them are just solenoid faults. So if you've got a Ford Ranger, got a friend that's got a Ford Ranger, and he's having one of these problems, please just give us a call. Ask for Trev. He tends to be the one that does all the technical support for the questions and that. And drop us a line on 039 762 8004, or jump online, send us an email. But until then, this is driving absolutely brilliant. If you got any comments, please drop them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, because the more people that subscribe, it allows us to do more of these videos, more of these tech talks, and we'll be able to share them around, and hopefully we can solve your problem or your friend's problem one day. So until then, you guys, you have a great day.